RFHL for the spring season. I'm sorry if I'm fighting the Commissioner Suites pregame speech right now. He's got a good voice that carries here. Lots of important stuff to say for everybody as well.
I will cut my mic so they can hear you clearly.
All right, that works. I was just about to introduce you to the broadcast team for the 6:30 game while Sweet does his chat. 2.0, I'll be doing your play-by-play for tonight, and I'm joined by Brandon Sisson, who's going to be helping me with color. He's the one who's muted his mic real quick because he's got a fantastic microphone that's catching all of Meat's pregame speech. It's one of the RFHL action, and we've got a barn burner here between these two teams. I think it's going to be a great game. We're going over a little bit of the rules. We got a couple rookies in this game, but just to introduce the two teams, we've got the Dump and Chase Pickens, captained by John Fose, with a squad of Shane Ryan, Drew Keller, Justin Zamonik. I asked him how to say his last name. That's how he told me to say it. Zamonik. And Justin is a rookie. Fellow rookie Mike Prizzy in net. We got a rookie goalie this. For their opponents, the Michael Scott Hockey Company, captained by Dan Feasing, we have Mike Furlano, Sean P., Jake Shelton, King, John Chatterton, and Kenton in net. I expect this to be a very, very good game. As I mentioned already, I think we're going to have ourselves a very, very close, tough matchup here. Few notes. This is week one, so we don't have any stats to go on wise so far, but there are a couple players at hitting some milestones this season. I was taking a look at the career stats for some of the floor guys, and John Fose, who we all know can put home a good goal, is only 24 away from crossing 500 goals in his RFHL career. I expect that number to be this season for him. Also noted that Shane Ryan, who's actually been known to be quite the playmaker, only 24 assists away from hitting 100 for his career. Other than that, we've got a few rookies in the game. Mike Prizzy looking to put his stat impact in that, the board early. And then Justin Zamonik looking to see if he can find his first RFHL point in this one. As for the Michael Scott Hockey Company, Mike Furlano, who over 900 career points, is only 14 assists away from crossing 200 assists in his career. We also have a couple of players that are looking close to a milestone in terms of points on the south side. John Chatterton is at 388 RFHL goals, so 12 goals away from getting to 500 for his career. And then last but not least, Dan Feasing needs 23 total points this season to get his 100th RFHL point. I think all of those numbers are something that we could get crossed off by the end of this season. So we got the action. We're kicking off the broadcast early with a great matchup. I think Sweet's getting close to wrapping things up, but he's making an awful lot of hand gestures. We could be in the thick of it still. I'm laughing at, I see Brandon across the way laughing. I feel bad he can't chime in just yet because he's doesn't want his mic to get picked up. But I saw the head nod there. He's what did we call it? The Rob Razor Memorial Press Penalty Box Corner. It's a working title. But hey, I'm excited to be back. I hope you guys are too. RFHL action kicking back off for the spring season. Our Defunct Business season, to be specific. And some great team names out there. If you haven't perused them, give them a look. And let us know in the comments what's your favorite team name? What's the team name you like the most? Or what's a team name you would have thought of for this season? Looks like we're getting ready to go underway. So, Brandon, on this game.
There we go. All right, now I'm back in it. Yeah, no, I like the Rob Ray Memorial Press Box. In other words, the penalty box.
Yeah. The matchup, Brandon, stands out to you here. Anything jumping off the page?
I just see what I can see with what John Fose and Shane Ryan can do. That's probably one of the better 1-2 punches I've seen in the RFHL in quite some time. See how Kenton can stand tall against those two. Man, look to see how the new rookie goalie works out.
I'm not exactly who Michael Scott's going to be rolling out to start, but it does look like Dump and Chase Picken is going out immediately with their top 3 picks in the draft. Their first, second, and third round picks all standing on the floor in front of Prizzy right now. John Fost looks like he's talking to the shop. Shane Ryan, who I think is one of the IQ players in the league out there, with Andrew Keller, who's only gotten better and better each season. He has 16 total games played, Andrew Keller, so this is his 3rd season. I expect his points to continue to go upward as it did last season over his rookie. For Michael Scott, it looks like we've got Mike Furlano, Jake Shelton, and Dan Feasing out there to get things started.
I forgot who had the helmet on. Dan. Oh.
I think we're just a second or two away from puck drop here. Your referees for tonight's game, like we've got me, Commissioner Sweetmeat, and Rob. And then here we go. Mike Furlano wins it into the corner. Jake Corrales started closely by Keller. Puck thrown across, and then a little bit of confusion between Jake and Dan, who was going to go for that. And the possession switches over. Quick shot by Jake. Saved by Prizzy. There's his first RFHL save. He's aboard.
So you'll always remember your first one, right?
And your first goal, unfortunately. So puck gets thrown out from the middle here, all the way back to Shane Ryan, who takes the long shot. Jake comes away with it along the wall right in front of Brandon. Turns it over into the middle. Heller looking for something, but mishandles the puck a little bit. Goes in the middle. Dan with a good stick check on John Fost there. Tied up his shot. Off we go the other way. Furlan pokes it up to Dan Feasing. It was a good play. Puck just right on the John Fost shot. I think it was John Fost. Fost and Shane Ryan are kind of similar builds out there too. So that band helps. And then John Fost's bucket. That's Bucky's not really going to do much for him, I don't think, but it's a good look. That old Jehovah style or Zofa style helmet.
I don't know what it's protecting, but it looks flashy.
Lano trying to find some opening down low along the wall now, and Dan Feasing comes up with it. And here we go. Mike Curry comes off the bench, and he's out there now, dump and chase. Post tries the no-angle shot down low, throws it off the pads. We got our first line change here. Dan Feasing coming off. Dave King coming on for Michael Scott Paper Company. Solano collects in the corner and dumps so that he can sub off. We got Sean Petrie right away gets the puck. Long pass by Jake Shelton. Long shot there. Pass into the middle by Dave King. It was a great look. Puck is bouncing around in front of Prizzy.
That was a good block by Shane Ryan in front of the net to prevent a goal.
Yeah, I agree. I think Shane Ryan might have blocked a goal there because it looked like Prizzy might have lost the puck there for a couple of seconds after a couple of real quick and good passes by the Michael Scott team. All right, we got rookie Justin out there for his first shift. Takes a shot, but it's just wide. Jake takes the long shot. Prizzy turns it away with the stick, dumps it in the corner, and John reflects in his office and looks to reset the play. Dave King with a great block there. It looks like Michael Scott's doing a good job of trying to make sure that they keep John Foster's long chances at a minimum. Oh, we almost had our first goal of the season right there. Sean Petrie took a shot and got a rebound chance that kind of flipped up over Prizzy, but never had the sight for the goal.
And Prizzy just got a piece of it with his shoulder to ricochet it off to the side.
Another shot there by Justin, the rookie. Got at least a confidence game so far that I'm noticing, so that's a good start.
Yeah.
Comes into the corner and Justin collects. He's got Jake Shelton marking him up. Oh, John Foster just took a turning shot, and I think he might have been able to pick that low corner, but it hit his teammate in the never found the rest of the way towards the net.
I believe there was a little bit of friendly fire there.
Andrew Keller losing his balance in the corner here. All right, Sean Petrie collects. He got a little bit of time, takes a long shot. Jake flips to redirect, but doesn't get a piece of it. fights off the rookie Justin in the corner, and Chatterton's out there for his first shift now. And Shake coming off now. Dan Thiesing coming on. So now to find his mark. Justin fights him off. Puck goes sliding in soft on Kenton, and he covers up for the count. Nice long shot there by Petrie. Petrie goes off for Furlano. Corner puck, Mike Curry with in a box out Dan Thiesing and find a help. Tries to go high to Keller, but gets intercepted by Chatterton. Makes the shot. Prizzy, another save.
And both teams have an abundance of chances, but the goalies are standing tall.
I think, yeah, you're right. So far, Prizzy's made a few more saves than Kenton, but certainly I haven't really get a clean chance just yet. It feels like both teams are kind of feeling each other out. Good battle right down in front of me here for Lano and Foch. And the first shot on net by Shane and find the goal that we've got our first goal of the season. Ryan scores a puck that kind of came out from the corner. Don't know if he's going to get an assist on that because it looked like maybe Furlano was the one who kind of chopped it out there. And Shane Ryan just had good positioning, intercept and shoot right away for the goal.
Oh, another one.
And another one. Long shot by Foch. Goes all back to the 5-hole on Ken in reverse, like back through his 5-hole from behind and right out to Andrew Keller. Puts home on a pretty wide open net because had no idea where that puck went.
I couldn't even get off. The first goal was just a good, battle in the corner that Shane was in the right spot at the right time. Before I got that out, another goal. That's the beauty of the RFHL. So many goals can happen in so little time.
In the corner on the offensive side, looking to throw something. He comes out to Chatterton, who's got a chance. Back to Dan Thiesing, who takes a shot, but it gets blocked. Justin on net for his first chance at a goal as a rookie with a clean shot, but makes a nice pad. Shane Ryan coming down the wall with it. Then back checks to recollect. The soft floater into Foch, who collects, but Furlano chops it away and throws it all the way back down. Shane Ryan looking to reset again. Again, he throws it along the wall to John Foch in the corner here. Great move by Furlano to find himself coming free. He tried to dish it off. I think he realized he dished that off. Just didn't come off the stick quite clean. But Chatterton recollects behind his own net.
Ooh, a wall pass.
Furlano out battles Shane Ryan for the puck at the half wall. Goes all the way back to Chatterton. He's got a little space and time in tight. Throws it into the spot for Dan. He didn't quite catch it clean. We got a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Oh, a low angle shot by Justin. Found his way past Kenton, but off the post. And no goal. Oh, and now he's in alone on net. Another save by Kenton. Justin, the rookie, is out there playing, flying around here. Now, some rookies have a little bit of a nerve they got to shake off, and then some have a little bit more of a confident play to them, and then the puck bounces around on him, and it's unhelpful. But so far, so good for rookie Justin, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, he definitely looks like a vet out there. He's in the early game, so we'll see how it progresses.
It was just a moment ago, a good pass by Dave King to Dan Thiesing, but Dan couldn't quite collect toss or pass. Oh, the puck was right out front, and he covers it up. Just a little behind Mike Curry there, who had a chance. Oh, long shot. I think that hit the post. Brandon, you might have saw that a little sooner than I did, but it sounded an awful lot like the post.
Yep, it hit the bottom. It hit the bottom of the post on my side. So they came that close to scoring their first.
Oh, and a big spike by John Foch. He was given a lot of space, a lot of time from a very dangerous spot right at midcourt, and he picked that top corner and sent Kenton's towel flying to make it look like 0 here.
It's like Kent went down and he couldn't get back up in time before Cole got that shot off.
10 left in the first period. Justin hits the net, comes back down, still alive. No angle on here, but this time he makes the save again. I will say that it looks an awful lot like Dump and Chase Pickin are settling in a little bit more. Their passing is a little bit crisper and cleaner. They're finding those spots they can make the passes and the lanes are opening for them. And Michael Scott is still looking for a chance to make those passes a little cleaner. Their passing really kind of it's getting caught clean, or nothing's coming off the puck clean. They're getting a lot of deflections. They haven't really settled in like Dump and Chase have.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Oh.
Justin Schmick gets his RFHL goal. Long shot that deflects in off Dave King, and that makes it 4-0. So the Rook is on the board with his goal. Another long save by Prizzy. He lost track of it a little bit. Jake, I don't know if knew was the game going on. Kind of walking around. Now he's in alone on net and wide. I don't know if that was a pass for Chatterton or a shot went low and left, but just missed the chance there.
I believe it was whoever was chasing him from behind got his stick.
Puck is in the corner. Jake tries to take it away from Shane Ryan. He does successfully create the turnover. Another long shot off the wall. Had a hard time finding it, and he got a goal from Keller from Shane Ryan. And now we have a 5-0 game, Dump and Chase ahead. And I believe all 5 goals have come from different people, or no, Keller's got 2 now. I should keep a pen with.
I was thinking about asking Sweet that if I could bring a stat sheet with me. And
what a pass from Jake out front to Sean Petrie, and Sean had the one-timer on the doorstep and shot it just high. So far, it looks like Dump and Chase has really settled into this game quicker than Michael Scott. Chances, though, a couple chances to break out for Michael Scott, and they keep a handle on the puck or not getting more than enough chances to make this game closer than it looks on the scoreboard.
we have an inadvertent whistle because it looked like Frizzy dove on it, but
yeah, Sean got that real quick last-second poke check in there that somehow got it to Prizzy, but it did certainly look like Prizzy was going to be making that save. And in reality, he makes the save. Did get a piece of it from going in the net. He just didn't come.
Michael Scott definitely, they might be down 5, but they've definitely had plenty of chances to get one in, and they.
Here's another one right here. That should be a goal coming, and Prizzy is playing great back-to-back saves there by Prizzy.
Those were, he made that look easier than it actually was.
Yes, it was a very good save. The first one hit him on the left pad. The next hit him on the right pad, but he had to adjust his weight. You know, great shot there by Dan Thiesing, but Prizzy gets the glove out again against his body. So far, none of the rookie jitters out of Prizzy sometimes see with goalies. He looks great.
He does. He looks like he's played before.
We've got about a minute and a half here in the first, and Dan Thiesing all the way down there by himself. If he collects that, he's in on net.
Another one off. Another one off the post.
Got a minute and a half first period. One thing I'm noticing so far is I will say Dan Thiesing's play out there, he looks confident where he's supposed to shoot. So far, he's been in a good spot to give himself a couple of chances.
I've played on this team, I think, the most out of anybody. I think it's been 3 or 4 even teams in a row. As we talked, we got a goal.
Yeah, John Close finds a cutting Shane Ryan on the back, tips it home. Going to make it 6-0 with about 45 left in the first.
But going back to Dan, I've always said that he is, I don't know if I really want to call him the most unluckiest player in the league, but he is always a bounce away from having 2 or 3 goals per game.
You know, I agree with that. That's a pretty good assessment. He does, and you know, a lot of it comes from player who's in the right spot, right time.
Mm-hmm.
You get the chances that you get on that, they come from being good positionally.
And he usually is in the right spot at the right time, but the puck will just hop over 6.
He just made a huge save. Unfortunately, because of that save for Mike Prizzy, Furlano squeaks in on the breakaway and breaks goalless spot for Michael Scott to give them a goal. Prizzy was 5 seconds away from getting a shutout in his first RFHL start. I feel bad for that. As a goalie, I feel bad that he lost that.
Oh, I know. There's nothing he could do. He got Furlano barreling towards you. That's something you don't want to see.
No, absolutely agree. Furlano is one of the players that when he comes in alone on net, he's capable of beating any goalie in this league anytime he wants.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of players always in the right time, he is probably one of the best players at collecting a rebound off a save and putting it home.
Got ourselves into the first period. The score is 6-1. Do a little interview, a little pre-interview here. Mike Prizzy, goalie. I've got about 30 seconds. Yeah. We are live. How's it feel? You look solid out there so far. Not too bad, not too bad. I hate to say it, I promise I didn't say anything on the broadcast. 5 seconds away from getting a shutout in your first official RFHL game. That is the stat we keep track of here. You were so close. Tough guy to have break away on you there.
Good on this period.
All right, I'd like to hear it. How you, and everything feeling good so far? Enjoying the play in front of you?
Love it.
Awesome. All right, good luck for the rest of this game. I wanted to make sure he knew I didn't give him the broadcaster curse on that chance at a shutout period. But he looked great, and don't know. He's gonna maybe he'll get. I don't know if he watches back the games afterwards or not. But Mike Prizzy might give me hell for saying this, but I think he are officially the oldest goalie in the RFHL. It's down to him and Tim, I think.
Yeah, Tim, I'll have to go back and look into Discord and see what he said. I think he just turned like 58 or 59. So
All right, play is underway here in the second period. Right now, we've got Keller, Curry, and Ryan out there for the dump and chase. And then we've got Petrie, Jake, and Chatterton out there for Michael Scott. If I would say keys to the second period for any team, I would say if Michael Scott could find a goal or quick, they might be able to turn the tide and tilt the game back in their favor a little bit and settle things in a little. They might be feeling the pressure to score, but if they can get a couple early, they might be able to kind of slow things up to their benefit.
I would agree. I would say just kind of keep doing what they were doing. Maybe look for a little bit better passes, but they were still putting enough, shots on net. See if they can get 1 or 2 in here in a row and see if we can bring this game back to back from a blowout.
Big save there by Kenton. Came in a little low. He got a of it, but right back out. Shane Ryan got another poke up, and then Kenton got his glove in there for that extra poke. Puck goes off of Chase dump and Chase picking. So it'll be Michael Scott puck here.
Let's go.
The whistle. What a great shot redirect play by Petrie and Shake. So we've got Jake Shelton goal here, Sean Petrie on the very obvious assist, and we've got ourselves a game. Like I said, if Michael Scott can get one or two more of those and close that gap early, they might feel a little more confident and then a little less jittery the rest of the one.
Absolutely.
And then we've got John Foss doing his John Foss thing from his office behind the net, gets around the net, uses it as a pick. Nobody does it better than John Foss to use his own goalie and own net pick, and then gets that long shot off that. Kenton's a big chunk of it, but it's still redirected up in the corner.
It was not in by much, but it was in. He got a lot of it.
Long shot by Justin, found its way all the way to Kenton. Got a toe on it in the last second there. Looking to throw one out front, kind of does to Petrie. It finds its way. Another long shot, this time by Shane Ryan, looking to best John Foss impression. Kenton finally gets the cover up. Puck comes all the way down to the corner. Justin out battles Dan for the puck, and he could. John Foss in alone, but the puck was flying a little high there. Mike Curry gets the puck, finds rookie Justin at the half wall, popped all the way across. Petrie tries to poke it around Curry, throws one in on net. Kenton finally covers it up. Had to lean out there for that one. Dan in alone. He couldn't find the handle. He wasn't expecting it. It hit somebody and popped right down onto his stick. Here's Mike Furlano. A bit by Prizzy, but it comes flying back out. He thought he had it for a second.
Does look like Michael Scott is doing a little bit better cleaning his passes and getting chances into the net.
They're definitely looking for the net a little more often than they were. You like to see it from a team that needs to claw their way back. 7-5. But certainly so far this period, they've dominated. They're definitely out.
They've definitely had more chances than dumping states. So if they want to claw their way back in, they're doing it the right way.
Long shot by Mike Curry.
There's Dan in the right spot again.
Yep. We got ourselves. Shot comes all the way out to Justin. We had a chance kind of mid-court, but get the handle on the puck before Dan Thiessen got a foot on it. Right now, Michael Scott doesn't know who's covering who. Dan Thiessen covers or grabs the puck, and it up on him and gets stuck on the back of the net. That's just unlucky. You said it earlier. There's always a bounce or two away from making a lot happen, and there it is again. About the bad luck bounce.
He would have had it going around the net. Maybe somebody was coming up for him. Happens to hop onto the net.
Dave King takes it off the freeze. One of the best in the biz from playing back on the point position. Good pressure by Shane Ryan, who finds streaking. Yep, and there it is. Shane Ryan finds John Foss cutting in on that. John Foss was able to wade out there on the backhand and then tuck a very tight angle shot in for the goal. It's 8-2 with 9 minutes left in the second period. Brandon, thank you so much for doing the score bug. Brandon is your score bug operator tonight, and I know that keeping it up to date for everybody.
I've been a little behind a few times, but I get there.
It's it's an perfectly imperfect system. So
I'll get there.
All right, John Foss doing his thing now behind the net. Furlano, probably one of the more well-equipped players to give him a bit of a hassle when it comes to John Foss trying to do John Foss office thing.
I would agree.
We've got Furlano, who had a Dave King Tried to put shot on the one-timer there. Prizzy long shot. It kicks out. It's loose behind. It's behind.
Kind of look like you from my angle there. Oh,
And there's the long shot again by John Foss. Gets the goal. And we've got a late entry for Dump and Chase Pickin as Dave Foss has now entered the building, entered the chat, entered the game for the first time. Dave Foss out there now with Keller, Shane Ryan. Dave King lines up a chance, long chance, shoots it wide. Saved by Prizzy there. He fell backward and covered that up with his glove. Orlano right on the doorstep of that. That was actually a great cover up by Prizzy.
oh, well, he is a very active goalie. I love to see it.
I had him as my goalie for the Winter Classic, and I described him as a surprisingly Frankie-style goalie. He plays very surprisingly a lot like Frankie.
And I hope he doesn't hate me because that goes with it. But for as seasoned as he is, and for how he's moving, he amazes me, and I love it.
I say surprisingly in a loving way because I'm once again going to point to his advanced age rookie. Boy, he looks comfortable out there right now.
He does.
And I said, I said in the draft show that if he settles in, that could be a problem for the rest of the league with the lineup he has out from on the floor. And boy, has settled in immediately.
Same thing with the rookie they got, because that could be a really ugly 1-2-3 with Foes, Ryan, and how he's playing so far.
Yeah, he's created a couple of chances. Long shot by Jake. One of the other things I'm noticing too is that even when Michael Scott moves well and get themselves good chances to shoot, there's a goal from Jake. I knew it was coming. That's why I paused. Dave King threw a great backhand pass all the way across to Jake, who one-timed it through the 5-hole on Prizzy to make it 9-3. First period. Good timing on the goal.
And that's the type of passes you'll see from Dave. He's a very underrated passer, I feel.
Yes. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, yes. So Michael Scott, they've settled in this period and certainly created better chances for themselves, which is one of the things you talked about them needing to do. But at the same time, I would say that Chase also fantastically doing a good job of making sure that even when Michael Scott makes that good pass and gets a good shot, it's still not a clean lane. There's no clean shooting lanes right now.
Right. Yep. I agree.
While I was talking, John Foss scored again. That's his at least fourth this game, and has made it 10 for Dump and Chase. So the score is now 10-3.
We're having some trouble with the stage door.
Mike Curry puts home the rebound from Kenton. Long shot by Foss off the pad. Curry puts home the rebound, and it's 11-3 now. Dump and Chase Pickin running away with this one second period.
I'd say the limited chances that Dump and Chase are getting, they're scoring them.
It's still open.
They're trying to figure out the stage door over here, which does not seem to want to close anymore these days.
Nope.
Piggyback, one on, what you see?
Now we got a lot of possession time here coming up for Dump and Chase. For a while, Michael Scott was doing a great job, but Dump and Chase is starting up their possession numbers again, which is really going to play to their advantage as they continue to play with the lead. So. Puck comes all the way to the corner. Dave Foss with it. Throws a high one off Wallets. Now finds his way. And then was that John Foss to Justin? I looked away for a quick second.
You know what? I did too to put my phone down. So I believe it was though.
Somebody behind me tapped like they were saying hi, and I looked back to see who it was, and now it's a 12-3 game. John Foe scored that. Well, kind of knocked out in front of the net long enough to really make Justin come open, and then Justin put home the goal.
Great call.
Yeah, all that momentum that my shot was grabbing when they got their two kind of seemed to dwindled in the past 4 minutes or so.
We've got about 2.5 right now, and it's almost a 10-goal lead here for Dump and Chase. The score is 12-3. Michael Scott started to come back into it a little bit, and then just have not been able to do what they need to do since. The other one hits the post, but Furlano puts it away to make it 12-4. Furlano on the rebound off of post from Jake Shelton's long shot.
I tell you, one of the best rebounder putback guys in the league. Always in the right spot at the right time.
One of the things I will say too is that it seems like Kenton's a little tired in this one. Maybe I can't remember if he played Winter Classic or not, but definitely looking a little more tired in this one than Prizzy.
Did he play fall in the goal? I don't think so. Yeah. So it's been a few seasons, I think, since he's played goal. So yeah, he's definitely feeling it. He's getting a lot of shots on him.
Yeah, he was on the floor last season, and then he played. I think he played net. He played net for Firestone. But hey, great redirect there by Sean Petrie, and yet another good save by Prizzy, who's standing tall right now. And we got a long shot by Shane Ryan, finds his way into the goal. 4 is the score with a minute left in the first period, or in the second period. Sorry.
Whoa.
I should have done a 61 second call. Drop the ball with that one. Good shot there by Dan Thiessen. Gets the shoulder of Prizzy. John Chatterton now, long chance.
Blocked by Shane.
Oh my God. No, known Canadian just got Connor Hellebucked by Prizzy.
I didn't know where it was. I didn't even see it go under his foot.
Prizzy just put the paddle down. Like I said, I don't know where it came from. Mike Furlano, known Canadian, just got Hellebucked to the RFHL.
We'll have to go back and find that.
My goodness, it clipped that with about 30 seconds left in the period. Also, it got real quiet in here, too. I think everybody calling that one out.
I heard you through my headphones. These are supposed to be noise canceling.
My goodness gracious. I think everybody on the stage had a good view of that one, and nobody said anything because I don't think they realized what they were seeing.
Sometimes it moves too quick in this league where no one realizes what happens until it's...
Yeah, playing goalie is a thankless job, isn't it?
It is. We get thanked a lot.
Yeah, just so we've got about 30 seconds till the start of the next period, and I'm not sure if Michael Scott can claw their way back in this one. They're down 9. They certainly were doing the right things to start last period, but I think what ended up happening is they got a couple goals, and then I think Dump and Chase just scored some soft, long, whatever goals, and just the weight of feeling like every time you take 2 steps forward, you take 1 step back. I think that ends up, kind of crushing your hopes a little bit in a game, or you start playing a little less like with hope. And I'd like to see Michael Scott out and finish this game strong. But what do you think for this third period?
I mean, that's exactly on point. Like they were doing everything right in the first half of that period. They were putting the pressure on. They got a couple of goals, made it 7-2. And then just a couple of long ones from John and Shane. And so I hope Michael Scott just comes up with their heads up and play it like it's a 1-goal game.
Yeah, I will say I've seen some good stuff. There's definitely some good building blocks for this Michael Scott Paper Company team. I've seen some great puck movement. Sean Petrie has had a great eye for some pass lanes. Jake Shelton has finished a couple. Mike Furlano is always going to be that engine for a team. But I've also seen Dan Thiesing. Like we both have said it, he's had a couple really good chances. He's had a couple fantastic spots where the puck if it bounces just a little different for him.
It bounces up on the net, but he's in the right spot. He'll get a couple.
I think for future games, it's a lot that they can build off of. So I hope Michael Scott's, they're not hanging their head after this one, because they're certainly probably feeling the weight of the score, but they should not be overlooking the play that they've been able to put out there and build from.
Just never should hold your head low after week one. Everybody makes the playoffs, so.
Dave on Dave action over there. Dave Foss and Dave King. Justin took a almost no angle shot here on the side and right in front of me, and it hit Kenton in a funny way that made me think it got a little bit through. Jake sends it all the way across to Dave King, who's helping him out. Long low shot goes wide to the left. And another big save on the doorstep. Sean Petrie finds a streaking Jake Shelton, and Prizzy takes it straight into the chest for the save. Big save. He closes the 5-hole time. The game getting down quick, making that save on Jake.
He's like watching
signature turn shot.
It's almost like watching a seasoned Frankie mixed with a Mark Ziegler. He's not afraid to make that diving save, but he's always in the right spot.
Big glove save there by Kenton. The puck pops out to Shane Ryan. I think it was a clean assist from Justin, and he scores 5-hole on Kenton to make the lead double 14-4 with 13 minutes left in the game. Michael Scott Paper Company looks like they're just firing away now. They're just trying to get shots on net. A big, long redirect chance there.
Kevin had to get extra long on that one. Yeah, he couldn't stay out for a hot second.
Sean Petrie tries to set up Dave King for a one-timer off the face. Puck goes high in the air, never hits the ceiling. Puck, good play, still alive. Cut in here for Michael Scott. John cuts, nothing doing. The puck tries to get forced in late. We've got John Foss. Kenton and tucks it in. 12 minutes left to play. The score is 4.
And I've been on the wrong side of these types of games, and then one of those you just kind of want to forget.
Like I said, it's a tough one where you don't want your team hang their head. You don't want to overlook the good things that you've done,
right?
That you did during the game.
Right.
Hopefully, Kenton bounces back too.
Here we go.
Had a confusion where the puck wasn't fully covered and faulty whistle, so puck goes to gray, white, whatever the color's supposed to be. I think it's white.
And we got a long cross court shot to Furlano to Jake, and that's going to do it for Prizzy's last chance at a shutout period this game, but boy, shutout period, Prizzy's got to be a game star, I feel. He's only allowed 5 in his very first RFHL game so far, and he looks comfortable. He's made some big.
It didn't look like he knew he caught that.
He looks so comfortable. He almost looks a little too casual.
That almost looked like he's been playing for a few seasons. And I don't know if that's scary, but
Michael Scott trying to find some place. Oh, backhand chance by Jake there. And we got John Chatterton scores one in off of Prizzy. 6 is the score now. 10 left in the third and final period. Tough here from Keller and Furlano. Furlano wins it. He's got a chance to shoot. Prizzy looked a little off balance there, but Furlano's shot went high. Big stick save there by Kenton, but it popped straight up and almost in the net. Oh, on it. The point blank shot. No, that's under the whole time. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Keller thought he scored so much, and then Furlano skips it.
I changed the scoreboard for that. I thought it was a goal.
Keller and Shane Ryan were so convinced they scored that they turned around to walk back. But Kenton had it under his the whole time. He's straight on. Timing was impeccable.
I thought that
and
was
then we had a long snipe.
I actually changed the scoreboard.
I would have believed it from anywhere else, but I'm standing in the perfect spot to have seen that save. It was fantastic. Well, we've got ourselves, it's an 8-goal game now. Michael Scott found a couple in a row. Starting to look a little bit more like they're I'd like to see them finish this game with a lot of fight. Furlano was giving up on this one.
I don't think I've ever seen Furlano give up on him in a game.
Sweet's calling for the face-off here.
I thought he
No, is that
great.
8 or 6? Man, I need to get my eyes checked. 6 minutes.
What do we got? 8 minutes left in the period.
So excited to make the 16. I'm calling, and then I blew it. Also need to go to my eye doctor.
You and me both. And I'm a goalie. That's what's scary.
Me too in a past life. I'd have to retire from goalie after last season. Go out on as top as I could ever. That was my career best season. I might never play goalie again because of it.
I mean, I've mentioned I think this spring and fall might be my last year as a goalie, and then I might move in. Right, we got a tripping call? Yep.
Yeah, we do have a trip here. So we're going to get a power play. First power play of the season. Justin, the rookie, by all counts, has completed his RFHL version of the Gordie Howe hat, which is a goal and a penalty.
That should be a Kurt Bronwell hat trick.
So we've got a goal, an assist, and a penalty minute for Justin. Furlano battles John Foss and gets a chance to recheck his power play. Did not find a clean Jake. Puck movement's good on the power play so far, but it's not resulted in any chances. There's a one-timer chance, but Jake shoots up wide and left. They're blowing the ball down, just running across to make the. And they play it out quick. It looks like we're getting close to a kill here. Okay. Another shot just wide and left by Jake. Another power play shot and a successful penalty kill on the league's first penalty of the season. Track power play in
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Season. Oh, six. Left third period. Thank you. I knew exactly what you were saying as soon as my brain registered what you were talking about.
I didn't want to ruin your moment, so I had to figure out a way to get you to look at the clock.
Anyways, I was saying it'd be nice to see if we could track penalty kill and power play percentages this season. And
you know what?
I don't. It would be impossible. So.
I feel like
Piece of that, Jake made a save.
oh my!
Big glove save by Kenton.
With the guitar riff at the
John Post.
guitar riff celebration.
Oh, tough line change there for Jake. Been out there for a while.
Well, he looks.
Oh, we got too many. We got too many. I think the score was closer. There might have been a whistle for that.
I would agree. It's almost like Canada, USA all over again.
I think Pete maybe held that whistle just because the score is what it is. John is convinced his back turned. Everything, we're all good. He didn't see anything, so battle right in front of me. Yeah. Puck is on the doorstep. John Peterson boxing out Don Foss. Getting a little right now. John's out there. Jake was on like a 7 or 8 minute shift and he was trying to find his way off and he just couldn't.
Sometimes you just kind of get stuck out there and I
think Petrie's feeling the same way. He's grimacing as he comes on the change. 2 minutes left here. 15-7. We've gone a few minutes without a goal, which I've been able to say very often in this game. Puck pops up, but he can't quite glove it down to himself, and Kenton covers it up. All right, Dave King with a shot on Mike Curry, who had a great block, but he looks like he's feeling it. He too was grimacing at it. A little bit of a miscommunication there by Michael Scott. Nobody covering anybody there. Oh, and a back check by Dan. He's able to find and then make a good pass up to Chatter. All right, looking to reset here. Dan Thiessen all the way across. Chatterton collects the puck. Races down the boards against Mike Curry. Gets to the corner and boxes up. Puck gets thrown across the middle all the way back. Dan Thiessen again with the puck at the point. Coming in on the down low there. Dan with the puck battling Dave Foss in the corner right in front of the box. Good stand there by Chatterton, but then the puck up on him when he went to shoot.
Gotta be careful there. I'll leave another tooth.
Another long shot. Keller collects in the corner. He's got all time. Tries to go all. Dave King got a little piece of it. Then Dave Foss's shot was wide. Puck bounces around. Right, it's loose on. Oh, and here we go. Shane Ryan coming in on that. Cuts back, loops back for a trailer. Finds it. Dave King. But he's not able to put it home. Blocked shot by Dave Foss now. Oh, and Justin goes out there, grabs his goalie's stick, throws it back to Frizz. Back.
You can't get a stick in there.
My goodness, what a sequence of events there just now. And oh, it's Dave again on the doorstep. Post save by Kenton. We're under 2 minutes left to play here. At this point, Michael Scott is playing for pride and playing for the stat sheet a little, some points on the stat sheet. Dave King loses a handle on his own right in front of his own wraparound chance by Dave Foss, but Kenton
And
is there.
Ken
Paddle.
got there just in time. Got it under his pad.
Long screenshot by Dave King. Finds its way all the way to Prizzius. Makes a great save. Rebound comes out to Chatterton, shoots, and blocked by Shane Ryan. And long shot by Ricky Justin. Stays on the stage. Got 1 minute left here in the third period. 1 minute. Wholesale change by Michael Scott.
Great puck.
Whistle.
Justin's definitely got a good shot.
Rookie Justin's looking for chances. Jake was temporarily knocked down there. Justin went to go take a shot. Puck flipped up on him and followed through the wrister. Clean. It just happened to hit Jake right in the feet. And we've got about 5 seconds left. Petrie takes a long shot, and that'll be the final goal of this one. Score 8 in favor of Chase. Even Chase Chicken. It was a big first and second period that lended Chase Picken to be able to have more of a dialed back third. They definitely took their foot off the gas. Sportsmanship, but also just because they, most certainly could.
Yeah, but Michael Scott they have a lot they can work on, but they have a lot more to be proud about. As they played hard, they had plenty of chances. This game could have been easily 14-13 if the puck bounces a few ways of their way. So,
as I mentioned before, I certainly think that Michael Scott has a lot of stuff they can build on. They should not hang their heads. The game might have seemed like it was a bit of a tilt, but they played well, and they've got a lot of building blocks on that team. They're definitely going to be a contender.
I agree.
As for Chase Picken, I think we saw what we expected. Top guys played very, very well, and also I gotta say, he seemed like he was playing with a lot of confidence right out of the gate, and that could be dangerous because if Prizzy keeps having a game like that, and in it the way he did, and it's a minute, not like they were ever fighting the scoreboard, but certainly making it easy for them to be less worried about scoring in bunches, even though they still were doing that. Top Chase Picken is going to be tough to play against.
Yes, they will be a tough team to beat, especially with that top three of Shane and Foes.
Well, that's going to be it for me. This one, I'm actually refereeing the next game, so I'm going to be signing off. But Brandon, feel free to add any comments. And I think you're going to be having Austin on the call. I know Austin on the broadcast for the next one. He's joining you soon. So have a good night. Thank you, Brandon.
Yep, and have a good night. Next game up, we'll have the Pontiac Firebirds at home with the Pan Amherst. I'm sorry, Pontiac Firebirds are away playing at home of the Pan Amherst.
All right. So, hello, everybody. Tonight's upcoming game between the Pontiac Firebirds and the Pan Amherst. I was supposed to play this season, but due to injury, I am not. I am the assistant general manager and vice president of hockey operations for the Pontiac Firebirds. Firebirds are captained by Bill Smith, exclamation point. Pan Amherst are captained by Sweet. About 45 seconds left in the warm-up. We'll be getting underway shortly. I'll be joined by Andrew Keller, coming off his game, making his color commentary debut. Both teams finishing up, getting warmed up. We'll be underway shortly. Next referees will be 2.0 and Paul Fredman. Calling everyone to the corner to center court, making sure everyone signed their waivers so sweep can't be seen. Tonight's rosters for the Pontiac Firebirds: John Reddit, Matt McCarchuck, who is out this week. So subbing for him will be Kenton coming off his game. Bill Smith, the captain, Brian D'Angelo, Brian McDonald, Evan Floramo, and Bob Hartman. For the Pan Amherst, captained by Jeffrey Sweeting. In that, they have Mark Zeger, Steve Lasagna, George Kuhn, Brendan Selleck, Brent Brunel, and Rob Maston. I already got one. Yeah. So both teams seem to have a full roster. Yes, they do. Just confirm that.
All right, Austin, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Welcome.
Sweet. Sorry, I had a little bit of a snafu getting started, but excited for my first broadcast.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot less stressful and easier than you think it would be.
I know next time I'll need a headset. I can't get a good view from up here, but I'll do everything I can minus the wall that's closest to me up top here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering where you were going to set up. So.
Yeah, this was probably my best bet just because I didn't bring a headset today, so probably the best bet for lack of other voices. So most secluded spot will kind of spooky up here, but I'll come prepared next time.
Yeah, I know that's where Maston broadcasts from, so.
Yeah, I'm in the Maston broadcast booth.
Small sweeps finishing up. Let's talk about your game a little bit. Seemed like a great win by your team.
Yeah, a couple first week kinks to iron out, but I loved our passing, our vision. Prizzy made some awesome stops. Really excited to play with him. Justin, our other rookie, he was awesome. He's always in the right spot. I was telling him I think once he figures out the bounce of the puck, he'll be good. I think there's a couple times where that was the only thing slowing him down. So really excited to keep playing. I think just about everybody got a goal. Dave came late, but we're trying to feed him. But it's good team effort, which is really good to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing I noticed about Justin is he has a high motor.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was saying he hasn't played anything in 15 years, but you couldn't tell. He was playing well in the right spot, some good chances. He'll pick it up pretty quick. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was gonna
And
say,
and that was a good team we played too. I played with Furlano last season. I was not looking forward to playing against him, and for obvious reasons. And then you got the shooters with Sean and Jake, and that whole team is Dan drafted a really good team there. So that was a good first week test for us.
for sure. Yeah, I remember in the Winter Classic, I was in a goalie battle with Prizzy, and I couldn't believe some of the saves he was making, like two-set on Podge, some Hasek-like saves he makes.
Oh yeah. And then I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up Kenton's doorstep glove save against Foes. That was awesome.
Oh,
I was hooting and hollering from our bench. That was so good. That was a Connor Hellebuck save right there.
Oh yeah. Hellebuck set the bar for the goalies this season.
Yeah, not many goalies can flash the glove and stop Foes point blank right like that. So kudos to him. That was a hell of a save.
Yeah. And now he's playing in this game.
Oh, he'll be nice and warmed up. Red's in a good spot.
Yeah. So I actually played with Brian McDonald in the Winter Classic, and I'm excited to see how he does in this game because I thought he played well with the ball. So he said he's very excited to come play with the puck and that he should be even better than how he was.
Yeah, is he's the one in the hat?
Yeah, with the wooden stick.
Yeah, and actually, last season when you played, you didn't get a chance to see John Reddit. He's a very, very good player. Again, you mentioned high motor with Justin. He's a very high motor guy. Good hockey IQ. He'll be a guy to watch tonight. And after a season off, I'm sure he'll pick up right where he left off last spring.
I like it. It should be a good one. I'm the assistant GM / vice president of hockey operations for the Firebirds. So, I'm in their group chat and everything, and we were strategizing, and we were talking about how we're excited about this game, and they said in the pod about how this game could go either way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is on paper. And again, you never know until you start playing, but on paper, this is a really, really balanced matchup. You got, talking about motors, that's probably going to be the MO of the Pan Amherst this season. You got up and down, you just got guys who run. I mean, even, Kurt and Rob are going to pressure you all game. Sweet and Lasagna, Kuhn. I only played against Brendan the 2 games last season, but I know he'll move all the time too. So this is going to be a team they'll probably be most successful when they wear you down and pressure you all game, and that's probably what we'll see tonight. So we'll see how Red responds. But again, they've got some motor guys too, so it'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, it's like the opening face-off. It'll be between Bill Smith and Steve Lasagna. You got Bob Hartman and D'Angelo on the wings for the Firebirds, and George Kuhn and Kurt on the wings for the Pan Amherst.
Yeah, I feel like Bob from a couple of his broadcasts last year. We got a lot of helmets out there, so I promise everybody I will do my best to say the right names. But here we go.
Yeah. Lasagna has it on the net. He passes it up. George Kuhn tries to dump it down. D'Angelo passes it to the slot. Bob has it. Guarded by Kurt. Passes it to Bill Smith, who scores.
That was a great start by Red. Beautiful vision by Bob. Great finish by D'Angelo. That's a great start to this hockey game. And against a goalie like Mark, jumping out to a quick start is going to be huge.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, though, just the passing in general, too. Bob has it. Passes it into the corner. Bill picks it up behind the net. He's looking. He passes it around the net. Gets a weird bounce off the grate. Lasagna has it. He's bringing it up. He dumps it into the corner, picked up by Kurt. Kurt passes it Back to Lasagna, who takes a shot blocked by Bob. Bill Smith picks it up. Tries shot blocked by George. Kurt picks it up. Tries to take a shot. Goes off the blade of D'Angelo. Playing with a high stick. So it will be the Pan Am stuff. Kurt has it. He's guarded by D'Angelo. Passes it to Lasagna. Lasagna takes a shot. Blocked by Bill. Bill brings it up. Tries to pass it to D'Angelo. Broken up by George. Lasagna tries to make some offense happen. He can't get it. Puck center. Narame takes a shot wide. Lasagna tries to take it the other way. Broken up by Capo. Capo takes a shot. Goes wide off the grate. Takes a slap shot. Goes wide. Behind the red net. It's on the net, so Bill will take it off the freeze. Passes it to K-Flow, who takes a shot. Goes next to the goalie. Trying to... I believe that's Sweet. Yes, that is Sweet. Lasagna has it. He's trying to look for Sweet. K-Flow putting pressure on him. Bill Smith starts pinching on him. Kurt has it, takes a shot, goes off Bill's stick. K-Flow trying to move it up, guarded by Lasagna. D'Angelo drops down, takes a one-timer, gets stuck in traffic. Bill takes passes it to K-Flow. Reddit on now. K-Flow takes a shot, blocked by Kurt. K-Flow takes another shot. Reddit trying to put it in, goes into the corner. Lasagna passes it to Sweet. Sweet takes a shot. Sorry, passes it, tries to pass it to Kurt. Kurt couldn't get it into it in time. Kurt tries passing it back. Reddit picks it up, takes a shot, goes wide. Sweet passes it, picked it up by the rookie, Brian McDonald. Kurt has it, passes it to Sweet. Sweet battling Bob. And Reddit. Reddit tries to pass it to McDonald. McDonald just a step ahead. Brian trying to settle down this puck. He's got Brendan on, and Ken gets it off the air. The shot off the freeze. Goes through some traffic. Reddit picks it up. Reddit backhands off the pad. Maston. Sweet to Brendan. That was a good play by them. Bob.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity by Blue there.
Reddit. Kind of slowing things down. D'Angelo takes a shot. Guys in traffic. Actually, Mark got it. Sweet. Picking it up off the freeze. He's gone by Bob. Takes a shot. Goes wide. Shot by Maston. Reddit to D'Angelo. Bob picks up. He tries moving it off the back wall and doesn't get the bounce. Maston has it. He's getting pressured by Reddit. Reddit takes it. Reddit passed it to the slot where he had both D'Angelo and Bob, but no one could get it. Reddit picks it back up. He's battling Brendan. Brendan kicks it. He threw a shot by Sweet.
That was an excellent pass by Brendan. A little soccer move there.
Oh, for sure. Maston has it. He gives it to D'Angelo. D'Angelo shoots off the pad. D'Angelo passes it down to K-Flow. K-Flow takes a shot. Picked up by Mark. Mark drops it. Sweet off the freeze. Tries giving it to George. George tries to give it back to Sweet, and it's like ping pong out there. I think that might have went off Bill's foot, and then
Yeah, it was all I could really see. There's a few bodies, but Sweet did a great job of crashing the net there, and that's what led to that goal. A nice feed out in front that eventually found the back of the goal because, again, Sweet's effort to crash the net.
I was gonna say, you got this. Are you doing the scoreboard?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, I got the scoreboard. Hopefully, for those watching at home, I'm doing it correct. First run through at it, but I think I got it.
Maston brings it up to Sweet. Sweet battling. got K-Flow. He's kind of biding his time. Tries to give it to George. D'Angelo shoots wide. Hurt in the corner with Bell. Hurt passes it up. The Sweet broken up. Goes. Smith gives it.
Looks like Sweet lost a stick there for a minute, but no harm, no foul. Good look there.
Hand as Sweet stick would fly in the air. K-Flow takes a shot wide. George. Passes. Yeah.
And Blue is applying a lot of pressure right now. There's some
Sweet's
good
fouling
good
out.
opportunities
Look,
here for the Amerks.
Well, Bill tries to take the pass because Sweet brings it to Lazar.
Oh, that was a great chance by Sweet. Great chance by Sweet.
Bob has it in the corner under the padded basketball hoop. Passes it to McDonald's, who just gets it up. Brian battling it between Kurt and Lasagna. Lasagna is able to get it. Bill Smith mirroring him.
Austin, let's see if anybody can take advantage of scoring during the guitar solo here. For those at home, we got some Freebird action going on, fresh off the gold medal here for the U.S.
Yes. As I always say, the rules of the road don't apply when the solo Freebird is playing.
If neither team scores during this guitar solo, this game just needs to end.
Yeah, I agree. I believe Ken did a little bit of a guitar action off that pass save. Maston tries giving it to Sweet, passes off the wall, Sweet picks it up. He passes it up to Maston, who's crashing in the slot. Goes wide. D'Angelo has it behind his net. D'Angelo running out.
Blue's pressure right now is relentless. They got to finish. Oh, then there we go. Right on cue. George gets the finish.
Yeah.
That was a really solid, really 2 to 3 minute stretch there by Blue. They were applying a lot of pressure, some really good looks, kind of quarterbacked by Sweet. Finally got one in, and during the guitar solo, so all's good.
Yeah. That's one thing we talk about is that they're going to try and outrun us. So we have to position smart, play well, so that, we're not necessarily burning ourselves out by running with them, but trying to contain them. Bob gives it to Reddit. Picks up. He whacks it back to Bob. Bob in the corner. Goes into the corner, picked up by D'Angelo. D'Angelo tries to pass it to Reddit, but just gets a little too much of a loft. Kenton gets it. Reddit off the freeze. Passes it to D'Angelo. D'Angelo tries to pass it back to Reddit. A little bit of a flutter. Reddit passes it to Bob. Maston has it. Bob takes up the lane, passes it to Reddit. Reddit shoots wide. George shoots it down wide. K-Flow passes it to Reddit. Brendan Selleck takes a shot and saves it. Reddit takes a shot, goes wide. K-Flow has it. K-Flow tries to shoot it, blocked by George. George in the corner, looking for Maston. And a long shot from his own goal line to the other goal. George Kuhn with a long shot.
Yeah, I couldn't see from that angle, but I saw it go in. That was a rocket. George had a hell of a shift there. That was a great shift by George and the Amerks.
McDonald trying to take a face off. He got it. K-Flow gave it to him. K-Flow's battling with Brendan. Shot goes wide. Puck is on the net, so it will be Red's puck. K-Flow has it in the corner. He passes it to Bill. Bill. McDonald has it, gives it to Bill. Bill takes a shot off the pass. Lasagna picks it up. He's bringing it down. Deeps through two defenders. Bill Smith shoots it off the wall to give the K-Flow. K-Flow trying to just clear it down. As Maston's out there. Maston with the big body. K-Flow passes it into the corner. McDonald shoots it. Oh, he takes a shot. He tries to give it.
There are some good looks by both teams in this game, just not cashing in, but
You
there are
just
some,
can't get the right angle on it.
yeah, some really good passing in this game so far. These goals are going to start flowing soon.
For sure. And of course, week one, always got to work out. You don't necessarily know how everyone plays, so it's a learning curve for sure from the first week. D'Angelo takes a shot, goes wide. K-Flow tries to swat it, misses it. Sweet tries passing it to Maston. Lasagna has it. Lasagna takes a shot, batted out of the air by Kenton. K-Flow has it in the corner in front of the Amerks bench. And D'Angelo passes it back to K-Flow, who gives it to... Tried to give it to Bill Smith, but Maston brings it back to K-Flow. K-Flow shoots it down, and Bill Smith has it behind his net. He passes it to K-Flow, who gives it right back. Bill Smith with a shot into the chest of Mark. Reed will take it off the freeze, passes it to Kurt. Kurt takes a long bomb, goes wide, picked up by George. Bill Smith tries to give it to D'Angelo. It was picked up by George, saved by Kenton. Brian, Bill gave it to Bob, who puts it in the slot. Another save by Kenton. Bill, once again, off the freeze, waiting behind his own net, waiting to see what pass develops. Takes a long shot, goes wide. Bob trying to crash the net. Kurt passes it up to Sweet. Sweet, looking for George. Empty slot. Sweet takes a shot wide. Sweet takes another shot. Gloved by Kenton. D'Angelo takes a shot. Blockered by Mark. Hurt picks it up. The Sweet one-timer wide. Not sure what the whistle was for, but it. Sweet picks it up behind his net. Waiting to see what happens. He tries clearing it down and gives it right to Kenton, who gives it to D'Angelo. Bill Smith in the corner. Bob in the slot. D'Angelo at the point. Gives it to Bob, but Bob can't put it in the slot. Bob shot goes wide. Smith has it in the corner. He gives it to D'Angelo. And that's the end of the period. 3-1 for the Pan Amers this period. I gotta say, I know we were already saying it, but a lot of good passing and looks from both teams this one.
Yeah, no, both teams are getting their chances. Honestly, Kenton, I know we joked around about Kenton being warmed up from the first game, but he is doing a heck of a job keeping Red in this one. Blue is just that last, 7 minutes or so, they were relentless. A lot of pressure, a lot of good shots on cage too. That's been the biggest difference so far is the Firebirds are getting a lot of chances as well, but they're just going wide of the net. Like you said, it's the first game of the season, so I'm sure they'll get dialed in, but Kenton's doing a real good job keeping this game close.
Yeah, there are some other things you're seeing out there.
Yeah, again, the spacing is great. I mean, for a couple rookies in this game, week one, just from up here, it looks like there's just a lot of space, a lot of chances for people to get through, a lot of passing lanes. And that's not because of bad defense or anything. The defense is there. There's just a lot of good vision in this game. And again, Blue is definitely living up to their preseason reputation of being a run you down type of team. I wouldn't call them grinders necessarily, but they're definitely going after it and keeping that pressure on and making teams need to work to keep up with them.
For sure. 2.0 is whistling it to get ready for the face-off. Both teams just finishing up their conversations. And it looks like for the Pan Amherst, it will be Rob, Lasagna, and Brendan. Reddit, Bill Smith, and K-Flow will be starting period for the Firebirds.
I think the other thing too that the Firebirds got to do, they got to get some harder shots. I feel like on Mark. He's going to see the softies, and they haven't really had a lot of shots with pace on them. So hopefully they can get Reddit and a couple other guys, teed up with some good opportunities here. As we all know, Mark's a great goalie. You're going to have to put some heat on those shots if you're going to beat him.
For sure, and that's the first goalie taken in the draft. I've kind of started the second draft. I want to say goalie panic, but he was the first one to go, and other teams followed suit, taking their goalies in the second round of the draft. Bill Smith has it. He takes a shot. Reddit picks it up. Has it to K-Foot. K-Foot tries to pass it. And Bill Smith rips. He's battling Brendan.
Oh, there was a great chance. K-Flow was cutting wide open.
And Maston scores.
And that is a backbreaker for Pontiac. That was a great chance. And then just a quick turnaround and great finish by Maston.
Yeah. K-Flow has it. For Bill Smith. Bill Smith has it in the corner. He passes it to right behind the net. Onto the stage.
Maston with some good sportsmanship there.
Reddit.
Great save by Kenton.
And passes it to Lasagna.
Hey, Austin, I don't know if it's on my side. I'm not. I'm seeing you talking down there, but I'm not hearing you. Well, I was only expecting to do color tonight, but it looks like Austin may have got disconnected. So I will do my best on play-by-play, everybody. So good cover by Kenton. We're going to have a restart by rookie McDonald. Passes over to Bob. Has to chase it down. Kurt with the puck now. Brings it around from behind the net. Sets up a pass, but it's intercepted by D'Angelo, who gets a chance. Puts it right wide of the net. Sweet with it in the corner. Great pass out to George, it looks like. Good chance, but Kenton covers it up. Phil Smith with the puck behind the net. Gets it out to D'Angelo. Attempts the pass back. Sweet picks it off. And Sweet, oh, Kenton gets the stick out there. Loses it, but makes the save. George pokes it away from Bob. Battle in the corner down there. Kurt gets it down to Sweet. Great pass out to George. Goes a little bit wide. Sweet taking his time, looking over to George. Kenton blocks that pass. Kurt with a patent wind up. Gets it over to Sweet, who then gets it right into Kenton's glove. Covers it up for the freeze. Ooh, right off of Rob's shoulder. That's going to sting tomorrow. Rob applying good pressure to Bill. Has got nowhere to go. Bill gets by him. Dome saved by Mark and a cover. Sweet down to Lasagna. Lasagna turns around. Looking for Maston. Kenton makes a good save there and gets it down the court. Looks like it's K-Flow in the corner, gets it down, but Sweet gets it right back for the Amerks. Who looks down to Lasagna, but just a little off the tape. Bob gets a good look in front, misses that one. The Reds applying some good pressure. Rob gets a great pass up to Sweet, who brings it in. A great stick again by Kenton. He's really keeping these guys in this game. Good pick off by K-Flow, who gets it down, but Mark covers it up for a freeze. Rob puts it right into Bob's chin. That's not going to feel good. It's like Lasagna down in the corner. Being patient with it, looking for Sweet. Great chance, but again, Kenton there to make it difficult for him. Sweet with the patience back to Rob. Rob lines up. Kenton makes another good save. Everybody's vibing to the music right now. Having a good time out there. Oh, Lasagna tries. K-Flow the other way. Puts it right into Mark's gut. Makes an easy save. Reddit on the floor now. Oh, Sweet with a great chance. It just goes right. He's looking for Brendan. Ends up with Rob, who misses that one. Reddit applying good pressure down there. Bill gets a good block on Sweet, but he collects that rebound and pulls it out. Kent makes another great save to keep this game 4-1. Right up behind the net. Looking for somebody. Gets it over to Bill, but picked by Sweet. Sweet's going the other way. Right over to Brendan. Brendan with a shot. Kenton with a great pick save. Kenton is playing out of his mind right now. Oh, Brendan almost sneaks that one by to the right. Just goes wide. McDonald onto the court for the Firebirds. George gets a nice block in front of Mark. Brian getting some love from the stage. He's getting some good chances. Everybody waiting for that first goal by the rookie. he's able to get one here against Mark. That'd be a hell of a goalie to get your first goal against. Kurt down to the corner with the puck. Turns and tries a shot, but it gets blocked. George gets it up to Kurt. Right back to George. George gets up to Brendan, who again just puts it wide right. But Blue's still applying that pressure. They've been tenacious. Kenton's doing a great job keeping them in this one. But then right as I say that, Brendan from distance sneaks one right by him. Makes that score 5-1 in favor of the Amherst. Austin, welcome back. I will continue talking until I hear your voice. I'm trying my best to fill in your shoes here. Got D'Angelo settling things down behind the net. Looks up to Reddit, who just misses that one. Great pass back. Bob chases it down with Brendan in pursuit. Right up to Maston. Maston gets it down deep to Brendan, who keeps it alive. But Reddit with some good pressure to pick his pocket. Gets that puck and turns it up court. Right over to D'Angelo with a great opportunity. Just goes wide, and we got a on the stage here. So it looks like it will be red puck. It went off of a blue stick. A great look by Reddit over to D'Angelo. Just misses on that connection. Reddit with the puck on the wall. Gets back to D'Angelo again. Sweet with some good pressure, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Austin, are you back?
Yes.
I apologize to everybody who had to hear me go through my first attempt at play-by-play, but I'm glad to have you back, and I will let you take over.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I was going this entire time.
Yeah, no worries. It's week one. It's week one for everybody. We don't get a preseason like all the big leagues out there.
Yeah. K-Fo brings it up. Bill gives it to Reddit. Maston flips it up to Sweet. K-Fo picks it up in the corner. He passes to Bill. Bill bringing it up. He passes it to Reddit. Lasagna has behind that. He passes. He tries to pass it off the wall. Sweet has it. K-Fo picks it up. He tries just dumping it back into the corner. Reddit in the corner. He's got Bill in the slot, but he's being guarded by Lasagna. Reddit passes it to Bill, who's behind the net. He passes it to K-Fo. K-Fo passing it back to either Bill or Reddit. Bill to Reddit. Reddit tries to turn around and shoot off the foot of Maston. Lasagna. Oh no, sorry, that was Sweet. Then it went off the foot of Lasagna. Yeah, trying to look for Sweet. Lasagna and Reddit are battling again. Lasagna passes it to Sweet. Got Bill Smith on. Bill Smith tries to give it to Maston. Reddit picks it up. He's got backhand goes wide. McDonald. Kurt and Kenton will pick it up. A-Flow has it. He takes a shot from Bob. Bob battling with Kurt. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet after me to help him out. He refused to do so. Brendan passes it to Kurt. Kurt backhands it back to Brendan, and that is saved by Ken. D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Gets it down.
Not under 45 seconds left in the period. The only thing missing from our score bug is a clock.
Yeah. But, you know, I think the score bug is pretty good because we can just remind the people at home what the time is. About 25 seconds left. McDonald to D'Angelo. Had Bob in the slot, but couldn't really find him. Brian. Gets it to Brian. Brendan. He's got McDonald on him. Passes it to Kurt. Kurt takes a shot, blocked by the Bob. Kurt takes another shot, blocked by the Bob again, who falls down.
And that one was beat by the buzzer.
Yep.
Yeah, so again, another great period of pressure by the Amherst. They are really testing Kenton, and again, he's doing a great job keeping this just a 4-goal game.
Definitely. And, you know, obviously not the, you know, for the Firebirds, you know, once again, they're getting the looks. They just can't get any puck luck out there right now.
Yeah, and again, you're gonna, like I've said a few times, and this, just something even when I play against, we're gonna need more than puck luck to get by Mark. So Firebirds are gonna have to start dialing in those shots a little bit more. They had some better shots than they did in the first period, but they're gonna have to start dialing those in, getting them on cage, making Mark work. Not a lot in front of Mark. You know, that's the big difference between these teams right now is that the Amherst are, whether they're the ones scoring or not, they're sending bodies in front. That's making Kenton's job a little bit more difficult. Firebirds seem to be taking a few more shots from distance. They got to get some more bodies in front to make Mark's life a little bit more tricky and get a few goals to go in. Now, people say it all the time, 4 goals in this league is nothing, so it's going to be a good finish here in the third, but they're going to have to dial in those shots.
Yeah, I wonder, because when I was playing with the Thrones last year, you know, week 1, the third period is when we really started clicking. You know, that's when they come with the Firebirds, because I believe that the Amherst look like they've played together for like 2 years.
Yeah, and then I know just from personal experience, I know my rookie season last spring, I know Rob and George were on my team, so they've played together a bunch. I know Steve and Sweet were on the same team back in the fall, so there's definitely some built-in chemistry on this team, and it shows. They're finding tape, they're working well together. Again, it would be way worse than 5-1 if it wasn't for Kenton's efforts so far through 2 periods.
For sure, and just a reminder, Kenton is subbing for Matt McCarchuk, who's at home right now.
Yeah, so we got 15 minutes left, and it's going to be, again, I'm excited to see this finish. We'll see, again, third period, especially in this week 1 game. Sometimes it does take a little while to feel things out. Sometimes it takes a full game. Sometimes it just takes a couple periods. So we'll see if
you're listening, hi, hope everything's going well.
Yeah, so we'll see if the Firebirds can put it together in this period, but I think we're in for a good finish either way.
Oh, for sure. Looks like it will be Reddit, Bill Smith, and Brian McDonald out for the Firebirds, and it's going to be George, Aston, and Lasagna for the Pan Amers. Bill Smith chatting with Paul Krugman.
And just like I said during the intermission, that combination between Maston and George,
2.0's talking to the Bob.
yeah, that was a good connection there. Good vision by Rob to feed George for that one timer from the left side.
Paul drop won by